Conversation class, and I am your teacher. I am Ma'am Nova. Our topic for today is about varieties and registers of spoken and written language. Varieties of English. World Englishes, or WE, is a term for emerging localized or indigenized varieties of English, especially varieties that have developed in territories influenced by the United Kingdom or the United States. Three concentric circles of Asian English, introduced by Kachru in the mid-1980s. The inner circle, English as a native language, or ENL. The outer circle, English as a second language, or ESL. Expanding circle, English as a foreign language, or EFL. Kachru's three concentric circles. So for inner circle, we have USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. So meaning they are native speakers of English. And for the outer circles, these are the countries including the Philippines, because we have English as the second language. And the expanding circle, these are the countries for English as foreign language. Registers is a level or formality with which you speak. Types of language registers. First, static register, also called frozen register. It does not change. Examples include biblical verse, prayers, the Pledge of Allegiance, and so forth. Formal register, impersonal and often follows prescriptive format. The speaker uses complete sentences, avoids slang, and may use technical or academic vocabulary. Example, have not instead of haven't. Third, consultative register. Used when consulting an expert such as a doctor. The speaker is likely to address the expert by a title such as doctor. Fourth, casual or informal register. Conversational in tone. Used among and between friends. May include gay lingos and barkada terminologies. Fifth, intimate register. Used by lovers. It is best avoided in public and professional situations. This is intended for private communication only, reserved for nearest of kin and people you have deep relationship with. Next lesson is about evaluating communication messages with a purpose. A verbal message is information in the form of words, which can be transmitted and exchanged through such as face-to-face communication, telephone calls, voicemails, etc. A non-verbal message is found in letters, which can be printed publications or posted online, articles from a newspaper, a book, or a magazine. Exigencies of message. Exigency, a demand or need to express oneself through messages in response to the environment, a detect or challenge in real world marked with urgencies that compels people to communicate. Bitzer, 1999. Types of exigencies. First, instruction. Dealing with a commanding or directive nature when the communicator transmits necessary information for the guidance and accomplishment of a task, usually flowing in a hierarchical framework. Number 2, integration. a consolidated function under which integration of activities is endeavored by bringing about the interconnection of various people and organizational entities with the end goal of unifying different intentions and functions. Next, information. Transmission of message to an individual or group about any particular information, idea, or task to bring forth awareness or cognition. Evaluation. Examination of activities to form an idea or judgment of the worth of a task achieved through objective assessment of the individual or team through their inputs and outputs. Teaching. Helping to educate an individual as part of a learning process. Influence. Persuading others with implication to the provision of feedback which tells the effect of communication. Next topic is about communication strategies and technology tools. Communication strategy is a structured plan to promote purposive communication with an interactive nature. Strategies serve as the blueprint for developing intent of communication, whether to inform, persuade, and actuate actions that is carefully planned by the communicator. Game plan of communication enumerates the vital components of a communicative strategy. G for goal, the desired target receivers and purpose of communication. A for audience, the receivers to whom the communication is directed to. M for message, the meanings and content of communication. E for execution, the actual communication that takes place using techniques and various tools. Use of audiovisual materials. An audiovisual, or AV, refers to a medium that uses sound and sight elements. AV components. Sound. The most important part of communication is to hear what is said. Visuals. The use of presentation on screen showing pictures, graphics, charts, pictographs, pie charts, schedule, drawing, videos, sketches, etc. Audiovisual system supports the recording and live broadcasting of events useful for engaging with a wider audience. Lighting. To make an event fit to purpose, proper lighting is effective, whether it is stage lighting for production or lighting in the filmed video. Signage. A great way to communicate to the audience is through a live Twitter feed or social media links and other tools, use of posters, video conferencing, and telecommunication. Four P's in effective presentation. Planning. The first step is to determine whether it is an informal chat, like a group meeting, or formal presentation, like a research conference, etc. Preparation. Everything should be well organized and be presented in an interesting way. Practice, or in some contexts, rehearsal. It greatly contributes to the success of the presentation flow. Next, presentation. Since you have gone through 3 P's prior to the actual presentation, this will ensure that all the parts of the plan structure are well executed and properly presented. And that's the end of the lesson. So for your activities, please check your Google Classroom. And thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your weekend